YouTube, how y'all doing? The epidemic of racism for Clout for 40 shams. I like this guy's videos. Apparently racism is on the rise. No surprise when you have people who run this country who are racist white supremacists. This is kind of what you get. Yeah, you get more people more comfortable openly talking about these kind of things.
I went viral saying a few times. I haven't said it on camera with the hard R. I'll probably do it eventually.
No, he has done that. I've actually seen a video where he went on Fresh and Fit's podcast. Those fucking Uncle Ruckus dumb cones. You know what I mean? They allowed this guy to call a black girl a hard R on their stream. Legit. You can look up the video. Yeah.
He really said, let me check my bucket list. What's next on the agenda? Say the N-word with the hard R. And I mean, at least this loser is a man of his word, because he definitely ended up doing it.
I say the N-word.
Here's the podcast. Here's the podcast.
As she walks out. Get the fuck out of here, you stupid fucking nigger!
That's just like...
I honestly don't know what's worse, the fact that he called a bunch of black women the hard R, or the fact that there's a bunch of raccoon men in that room who just allowed it to happen.
I mean, would you use the N-word?
I do, quite frankly. Everybody I know who's married right now, they're married to broke-ass niggas.
You literally can't make this shit up.
Do you think black people should be able to use a self-checkout section at the
Now, this guy's a fucking loser.
grocery store? Do you think black people should pay their bill before receiving their dinner? Do you think black people should be born in prison until they can...
This nigga's a fucking coward, fucking loser, bro.
...prove they can function in society without crime? If you were black for a day, which store would you rob first?
At this point, it has to be an obsession. So in recent
years,
it is
an obsession. The reason why a lot of these racist white supremacists are so obsessed with black people and black culture is because black culture is the most influential culture in the entire world. And white people, there's a lot of white people out there that see this and they don't like it. So this is where you get this is why these people come up. And so, they come up by slandering black people, throwing black people on their bus. You have black people who throw other black people under the bus to try and make them look bad, painting themselves as if they're above their race or that white people are superior, both pretty much. And yeah,
phenomenon on social media, which I'm gonna call the cloudification of racism. These content creators who might be seeing a dip in views and lack any creativity to be able to reinvent themselves, try a new idea, or just regular people who see this as an opportunity, as a golden ticket to blow up by going online, being edgy, controversial, and of course racist. And the one thing that everyone who participates in the cloudification of racism has in common is that they're freaking losers. And I'm not just saying this because they're racist.
Yeah, you got those young Republicans that they think about it. Hold on, I'll look it up. Hold on a second. Okay, so right here, as you can see, you got your I love Hitler leaked message exposed from young Republicans, racist chat. And by the way, these young Republicans are if you can see how they looked, I don't know if it shows it in this article. Oh, here you go. Look at this fat fuck. Usual suspects. I kid you not really surprised. Here we go.
No, they legit suck. Believe it or not, even though they make it their whole personality, put maximum effort into trying to be it and embody it, they still suck at being racist. Let me show you what I mean. Meet Lily Gaddis. So Lily started...
Why she want to be a nigga so bad? Hold on.
Racist. Let me show you what I mean.
Why she want to be a thug so bad, bro? You was not one of the hus. Okay? She got a Glock in her fucking right pocket. Relax, buddy.
Lily Gaddis. So Lily started off as a trad wife on TikTok. Trad being an abbreviation for traditional. And what trad wife content creators do is basically make content where they're acting like...
Why are these videos get hundreds of thousands of views?
Traditional wives. They're cooking, they're cleaning, they're interacting with their kids, maintaining their household. The most popular trad wife I can name off the top of my head would probably be Nara Smith. So during one of her trad wife videos, she's chefing it up in the kitchen, making a meal, and all of a sudden she drops the N-bomb.
Everybody I know who's married right now, they're married to broke-ass niggas.
And to be honest, I don't even think it's appropriate to call it the N-bomb, because usually when non-black content creators drop the N-word, they have this huge gasp or a moment of silence, letting us know that it's a mistake, that they messed up. But see, with Lily, it wasn't an N-word.
Yo, this nigga Fousey a crash out, bro.
Bomb. It was more like a N-word slip because of how smooth she slipped it into her rant. I mean, it was just seamless execution. She definitely had practice. This
Yeah,
lady
she
must
said
have
it
been
before.
putting up Kobe-like practice shots because her execution was flawless. I don't even think I used the N-word that seamlessly. But yeah, so after her N-word slip, she ends up going viral across all platforms. We're talking
course.
TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, etc. And what was her
Man, these racist white people are so obsessed with black people for some reason. It's almost like they fetishize them.
response to
They
all
wish they were black themselves.
the backlash she was receiving?
So, a recent video of mine seems to have upset members of a certain community, and
It upsetted everybody. It's not just a certain community. Dumb bitch.
all the backlash just really made me, just really do a deep dive, like do a soul search. And after all that, I still couldn't find a care.
Yeah, so after dropping
course.
her I said the N-word and I'm gonna stand on it video, the internet did what it does and they found her job. Now hold on, let's backtrack a little bit. You might be asking, why does a traditional wife, a trad wife, have a job? Isn't she supposed to be put up with a husband who's covering all the bills?
It's a facade.
With her only
It's a
concerns being
fucking
what she
facade
wants
to
cook
get
for
money.
dinner, or if she cleaned the house. Yeah, honestly, I don't know either. Maybe trad wifing is like her side gig. But anyways, the internet found her job and she ended up getting fired. Mind you, she was making racist DEI tweets even though the owner of her company is black. Make that make sense, please.
Yeah, she's fucking retarded. Huh. She got fired by a black person. Huh. I know that hit her fucking stomach real fucking hard.
Brief intermission. Make sure to subscribe to my reaction channel if you want to see the other side of my personality. You know, the more carefree, chill side. So after
okay.
getting fired, she went on Twitter and thanked the black community for launching her career into conservative media. She basically said, y'all niggas made me go viral. I'm about to ride this wave of clout and become a rich ass content creator. But let's take a quick second to see how her content creation journey is going. Okay, she has more subscribers than me as of now. Hold on, bruh. 40 world, 40 gang, bro. Y'all really gonna let that slide? Y'all gonna let her have more subscribers than me, bruh? But I mean, she has posted like 3 to 4 times the number of videos I posted, so I guess it makes sense. But let's examine some of her videos. So from
Hold on a second. Government tries to take your guns for smoking weed. The most iconic heist of the century. Francis, well, government let it. Ted Cruz panics after voters discover Israel and his real priority. Black welfare residents go insane after losing free government handouts. Okay. Gavin Miguel goes off on pit bulls and Disney adults attempt to pay crowds. Woke teachers caught on camera calling to kill Ice Angels and Charlie Kirk. Okay, so she. Okay, so is she pushing? Okay. White culture destroyed by third world invasion. All white culture is destroyed by third world invasion. There we
the
go.
looks of it, she obviously covers contemporary media. She talked about the heist that recently happened. Seems like
Okay.
she's talking about gun laws. But you know, as I'm scrolling through her page, I noticed something. Her videos that pull in the most views, that perform the best, are her
Are about-
videos that talk about
About black people. Look.
black people. Let's just take a look at her most popular videos. Carnival Cruise bans all black people. Unhinged black thug goes crazy on subway, sitting next to blacks. Caught on camera, black man randomly attacked.
This is a crazy fucking thumbnail. Before and after. Like, bruh, like. Her whole audience is contrived of, you know, white supremacist, racist pieces of shit people. And whenever she talks about black people, she gets the most attention because everybody sees it and they clown on her.
White server. Woke black demands black only spaces, gets humiliated when we agree. Black girl ripped out. Blacks tip $0.
Blacks.
Low IQ black man. Black
Low IQ black man.
neighbors attack white man for helping women. Black civilization before and after. She doesn't date blacks. Kicked out for being black. Blacks caught dumping trash. You seen it.
Hey, bruh, you know what I mean? Hey, white women out there, y'all gotta get on her ass, bro. All the white women out there that aren't racist and pieces of shit, get on her ass. Get on her ass. Because black people, these white girls keep talking like this. They're gonna make black men want to date black women. I'm just saying, bro. You know, they're just pushing more people away from them. You know what I mean? Just saying.
Here, folks, we basically made this lady. We're paying her bills. She literally has to name drop us to put food on her table. The lady can't go viral if she doesn't mention black people. Can we just take a second to acknowledge how ironic it is for a racist person to have both of their sources of income stem from black people? Because first she worked for a company with a black owner, and then black people launched her conservative media career. I'm paying your bills, Lily. If it wasn't for me, you wouldn't even have food on your dinner table. But anyways, just as you might predict, her next line of action was going on a press run. She got on a bunch of news platforms and became super active on alt-right Twitter, basically trying to get support from other racists so she doesn't have to racist alone. I mean, it probably gets lonely not having anyone to share the N-word with. You know, to bond over a good N-word session. But yeah, so Lily goes on this press run, being racist left and right, dropping the N-word several more times, basically trying to garner any sort of support or even attention.
Her entire audience is gonna be nothing but white supremacists, bro. And when she doesn't talk about black people, people are gonna start watching her videos
from these racist groups. But guess what? She failed. And I mean, she failed miserably. Conservatives started calling her a psyop. People literally started saying that she might be planted by the CIA.
Everybody I know who's married right now, they're married to broke-ass.
She seems like a total psyop to me. A plant, someone put a battery in her back. This is some scheme someone's orchestrated. They want to
push
trigger
propaganda.
people into supporting her and then reveal dirt on her and say, look who you're supporting. And so she'll end up being Nicole Fuentes. There's Nick Fuentes that everybody gets upset about, and now they'll have Nicole Fuentes.
Racist people started pulling up her old non-racist tweets where she was talking about appropriation and stolen land and basically calling her a fraud. Imagine trying your hardest to be racist, but it turns out you're racist.
She's just doing it for money, bro.
Racism is lukewarm, watered down, stale, uninspiring, lackluster. Her racism was so boring that they literally started questioning her racist identity. They really said, you know, your actions are racist, but it's something missing. We don't really feel the hatred. We're not falling for this level of genjutsu. Maybe try up.
She's doing it for attention. She's not doing it because she actually believes it. That's why she's failing, and people are saying that bullshit. They don't want to. Even white supremacists don't like you. Wow. You fucking dumb bitch.
The hatred a little bit, you know,
Fucking
add a little bit of spice, a little bit of seasoning. But hey, that's enough about Lily. You can keep name dropping us. I know times are tough and those bills need to be paid.
Yeah,
but at least try to keep it cordial, you know? Next, we got the 5'7" high value alpha male.
Debunking the internet's worst viral feminist propaganda. Okay. This nigga has 1.3 million followers.
Dougal. And honestly, this guy's like a racist, misogynist, insecure alpha male, red pill conservative. And what this dude does is basically react to different.
This is a guy who probably got cheated. His girlfriend, his ex-girlfriend, left him for a big brolic black man named Tyrone, and he doesn't like that, so he does this content now.
Clips and, you know, goes on shows and clip farms by saying racist, hateful things. And mind you, these are some of the guys that he collabs with. We got this raccoon Myron. We got this other clown, literally, who goes by Gypsy. And these guys are all the same. Their whole content revolves around saying controversial, racist, misogynist, hateful speech. And they're basically chasing virality by rage baiting people. And this is a prime example of one of his rage baiting clips.
Yo, I seen this video. Yo.
Look at how easy that was. Picking cotton did not build America. And if we knew how annoying you guys.
Hey, looks like it to me. If black people weren't slaves, this country wouldn't even be a thing right now. Just saying.
Guys were gonna be, we would have just used Irish slaves. My shirts are built from the best cotton in South Carolina. Check out the merch store at angrypatriotmedia.com.
This guy cannot be serious. I'm not gonna let him rage bait me, bro, but like, damn, man. We obviously all know that slavery was much tougher than that. I mean, these people were collecting pounds of cotton. Pounds. And if you've ever held cotton, you know how lightweight it is. And this was a daily occurrence. And we're not even including all the torture they went through, the conditions.
Yeah, I mean, there were a lot of black slaves who were boiled alive, flayed, cut up into pieces. They were tortured. It wasn't just whips and spankings. It was boilings and all kinds of other shit. We only learn like a small percentage of what happened during Black American slavery.
They lived in, the emotional damage they experienced, and all the sick practices that slave owners had. And I don't know what these loser red pill racist obsession with slavery is, but they always seem to bring it up.
The institution of slavery is not inherently evil. I know. Some of you guys are upset by that. Some of you guys are saying, I've been saying that for years. Okay, I'll take it a step further. It is not inherently evil to own another human being.
Well, then I'd like to ask you, Joshua, would you go and become a slave? No.
No, he won't. As long as it's not him, it's okay.
Serious question. Would you go and become a slave? I think we already know the answer to that. And you know what I hate more than a racist white person? Is a racist person of color. Because...
oh my God, the fucking coonery from these Candace Owens, the Brandon Tatums. Brandon Tatum is the same guy that said that Rosa Parks is an evil person because she had a fucking car. This nigga's retarded. I don't get why people listen to him. This is a guy who had Netanyahu on his fucking show, his YouTube channel, bro. Like, what the, like...
oh, brother, how bad do you want them to pick you? A prime example is this content creator named Kang Min Lee. He's a Christian conservative.
I seen a video of this guy. Apparently, this guy got fired from his job for making fun of minorities, pretty much.
With a bunch of controversial takes. And he'll basically say anything to align himself with whiteness. Koreans, Japanese, and Chinese don't eat rice with our hands. It's only Southeast Asians. I don't know about you guys, but it sounds like he's trying to put a hierarchy between Asian people. You know, that these are the high...
just like these black coons like Uncle Ruckus, who think that because they don't do the bad things in black culture, they're above black people and they're above their race. He is the Chinese version of Uncle Ruckus.
Class Asians, and these are the bottom of the barrel. I know this will scare a lot of people on X, but I'm currently eating rice with a spoon instead of using my bare hands like a normal person. Did you want a trophy for this? Dude wants to be accepted by the Western world so bad. And then we have this clip of this black nurse stealing from her patient.
How we doing today?
Good.
Leaving work with some merchandise?
No. Can I help you, officer?
I was just watching some very interesting video footage.
And I just know there was some racists out there who saw this clip and just thought
they're gonna generalize all black people. That's what they do. That's what they do. That's the whole point. That's the foundation of white supremacy, is when they take something that black people do or black people create and they flip it against them to make themselves feel superior than black people.
Black people, typical. Or
yeah, they never learn. You're just a victim to your own race. Shut the fuck up.
Usual suspects.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at what Kang Min Lee says. Nurse gets caught stealing a watch from an elderly patient, and her reaction: I didn't do nothing. Is this him trying to use AAVE? Ashamed of nothing, offended by everything, we are reaching levels of fatigue previously thought impossible. But hold on, guess what?
Sure,
this is the funny part, that just like this guy's just an idiot. Look at this. This video is staged and was uploaded by a channel that regularly posts police body cam footage with actors playing the roles of officers and suspects. I have been reliably informed that this was staged and fake. I am gullible. I apologize for spreading fake news. Their behavior is so common like this, it's hard to differentiate satire from real life.
Their behavior. Who's they? Who's there to you? You know what I mean?
Life anymore. Oh, brother, how insufferable can you be? Even when you make a mistake, you can't own up to it without spewing hate. And mind you, he still has the original post up. And
this is a guy who this guy got fired from his job. His boss called him. It's on his YouTube video. He has a YouTube video talking about, like, complaining and be a victim. Oh, I didn't say anything bad about people. I didn't say anything bad. His boss is like calling out all the messages he says, quoting him. And, you know, like, he's like acting like he didn't say all those racist and derogatory things about women and black people and minorities in general.
We have this clip of this white guy stepping on this black guy, and I know, raccoons, what are you doing? And they're basically trying to debunk George Floyd's death.
Okay, so look, this is almost all my weight. Philip, can you breathe?
I can breathe.
You can.
It was on his neck, dumb fuck. It was on his neck. Not his back. His neck. Fucking idiot, bro.
And breathe.
Yeah.
Okay, now I'm gonna bounce all my weight on you. Can you still breathe?
Yes, I can still breathe.
Okay, that is fallacy. George Floyd died over fentanyl overdose.
So look at where his knee is in this clip and now compare it to this. At this
Yeah, there's a difference, dumb fuck. You fucking retard.
point, they're just choosing to be blind. Now,
They're
what
just-
does Kang Lee say? Thank you for your service, brother. Now the whole world knows George Floyd died of a fentanyl overdose. The guy didn't even have his knee on the right place.
Yeah.
Dude has his knee to his back when George Floyd had a knee to his neck. And you know, the funniest part about this pick-me loser, when he realized that the system is against him, he fell back on the same excuses that he claims other minority groups are using. So after discovering his
Yeah, this video right here. His boss called him. He recorded the call like a dumbass, because why would you do that?
his racist, misogynist takes on social media, his job fired him. And this is a breakdown of the response video he originally posted.
Right before I was about to head out to work, I got a call from an executive at my workplace, and he opened with this.
The reason for this call is that we've decided to terminate your contract effective immediately.
Oh.
Beginning today.
Like he wasn't expecting that shit. Oh no, I'm getting fired. Oh wait, what? But I'm one of y'all. I'm one of you guys.
Cease all contact with employees, and you are not welcome on our campus.
So they told me I was being removed immediately and not to return. The main reason? Because my posts were dehumanizing and derogatory.
And by the way, like, you can, you know, like, you can fire someone based on their beliefs and stuff. If your beliefs contradict the workplace, they can fire you. I don't know why he was acting like a fucking bitch.
What's with the air quotes, Kang Min? Your words are dehumanizing and derogatory. I mean, are these not your tweets? You've said much, much worse. These were all in the last year.
The specific example they kept bringing up is when I called women who celebrated the murder of Charlie Kirk hags and psychopaths. And apparently, that's unacceptable. What else are they? Calling them psychopaths is mild compared to the depraved gloating over the death of an innocent man.
Strange position to take there, Mr. Lee, when Charlie Kirk himself did exactly what you called these people psychopaths for. I mean, Kirk gleefully asked for a hero to bail out Pelosi's assailant.
If some amazing patriot out there in San Francisco or the Bay Area wants to really be a midterm hero, someone should go and bail this guy out. I bet his bail's like $30,000 or $40,000.
Said clearly that gun deaths were acceptable as long as his political beliefs were upheld.
I think it's worth to have a cost of, unfortunately, some gun deaths every single year.
The irony in the way he went out is insane.
So clearly,
yeah, he was killed by a white guy, and he loved talking about black people all the time.
You are okay with making fun of someone's death as long as you are the ones doing it.
You're telling me people didn't want to play as George Floyd in feudal Japan? No freaking way, I'm shocked.
Also, you're leaving out what actually happened. You didn't just call these people hags and psychopaths. You literally stated that women should be a helpmate and to have their right to vote stripped away. That's what you got fired for, you
That's like Christian nationalistic, you know, like people, like these white nationalists, Christian nationalism. As people do, they say shit like this, bruh.
Piece of shit, blatant misogyny. And I just have to ask, do you not realize that you are a Korean? Meaning that if the government decides to strip away the civil rights of citizens, you would be next?
See, the thing about these pick-me panders is they think that if they align themselves with whiteness, they suddenly become white. No, you're never gonna become white. You're never.
No, when I look at you guys, when I look at this guy right here, he's black. When y'all look at me, I'm a light skin. You know, I'm mixed, but I'm still black. You get what I mean? You know, like
they're gonna be that.
You know,
they're never
like, it
gonna
doesn't matter.
Accept you.
Oh no, I'm Christian before I'm black. No, you're black. When people see you, you're black. You know what I mean?
Other minority groups in this country, racist white people don't like Asians either. That's because despite your best efforts to paint black people as the perpetrators of anti-Asian violence in this country, it was actually racist white people that committed most crimes against Asians during COVID. Can't per capita your way out of this one.
But they didn't care about the context. So what specifically?
Well, how about yesterday when you implied that women shouldn't have the right to vote and that women are hags, miserable people, birthers, and psychopaths?
I didn't call women that.
This is a guy who doesn't get pussy.
Blatant lie. Let's put an arrow next to each word your employer said you said.
How about yesterday when you implied that women shouldn't have the right to vote and that women are hags, miserable people, birthers, and psychopaths?
I didn't call women that.
And see, this is why I have a love and hate relationship with the internet. Because once you post something on the internet, it truly never disappears. And that has a lot of downsides, but it also has a lot of upsides like this, where you can catch people in their lies.
Yes, you did. It's very clear. We have evidence of it.
Yeah, you can pull it up. I said that liberal women who dehumanize people and celebrate that.
You did not say liberal women. You did not say liberal women.
The context.
You said women in general. And by the way, you know, I didn't celebrate Charlie Kirk's death, but I looked at that nigga's death and I was like, well, you reap what you sow, nigga. You know, and then, of course, Trump and the Republican Party will use him as a martyr. He's, you know, comparing him to Jesus Christ and Martin Luther King, but he doesn't like Martin Luther King. He believes that Martin Luther King was a rapist. But I don't know. That's just Charlie Kirk, bro.
There's no context. Your language.
Do you mind if I can?
I'm going to finish.
Lee just tried to say he said liberal women. He didn't, and that there was more context to his tweet. There wasn't.
Your language is dehumanizing. You target every kind of identity that's represented. I'm embarrassed that we're just realizing it.
So the context
I'm embarrassed that we're just realizing it is insane.
behind that is the thousands upon thousands of videos
Yeah,
and tweets
bro.
and posts of people who were celebrating the assassination of a husband and a father 2 weeks ago.
Aw, he had a father, he had kids, you guys, he had kids. Well, let me tell you something. Hitler had kids, so did George Floyd. George Floyd has a daughter.
The context is the sheer number. It was like 80 to 20, 90 to 10. The majority of people celebrating his assassination, someone murdered in cold blood, were women.
Even if that were true, it's not. You think that provides context for you saying women shouldn't have the ability to vote? This guy's a moron. And let's not forget,
he's a
Kang Min
fucking
himself
idiot.
uses the death of a father as a punchline, so he's getting mad at people doing something he does himself.
Now, these are women who are untethered to their family. They don't have good family lives, right? They've abandoned their families.
First of all, he's claiming to know that thousands of women on social media don't have children and have abandoned their families. Mind you, this guy is an incel. He couldn't have a family if he wanted to, but he somehow has magical powers and knows the identities of thousands of women on social media. Unbelievably embarrassing.
And they don't have children. So
you don't know that. You don't know that.
Yeah.
Okay, sir. So this is, sir.
Suggest that the answer is to
Am I allowed to finish, or are you going to keep white-splaining to me?
Why don't you just white-splain back? Aren't you white yourself? I mean, you sure do act like it. Look, I'm not gonna sit here and act like us black people are perfect. Trust me,
not.
I know we're not. I've made
Yeah, there's bad parts of our culture. There's bad parts of black communities and black culture, just like white people, just like Hispanic. There's bad cultures in every culture, but you know, yeah, bro.
plenty of videos calling out my own community. But one thing I'm not gonna let you do is try to put us under this microscope and act like every single little thing we do is wrong. Act like a lot of problems in the black community don't stem from some sort of racism. That we just poof, spawn and start committing crime. And for you to try to critique another group when you haven't even addressed the problems within your own community is crazy. Just passing out judgment without any constructive lens. Speaking from this pedestal as if your community is exempt from all the things you talk about. Trust me, it's
You're
a
not.
hard watch. But again, at the end of the day, I'm not trying to say black people are perfect. You having an issue with a problem in the black community that's affecting you is fine. But making rage baity, clickbait content to try
And lying and spreading misinformation about black people is not fucking okay.
to garner views and be
It's for-
controversial and make money without actually giving constructive criticism, learning up on where some of
Yeah, but I'm just gonna end it there. But like, yeah, these people have no real evidence. They don't show any real evidence. They just say, well, you know, it's all black people or it's all women. These people, I mean, shit, bro. These people are, you know, brainwashed by propaganda. You know, it's so sad to see that, but you know, it is what it is, man, bro. All we can do is just, you know, at the end of the day, we all live in the same country at the end of the day too. So even if you don't agree, like I don't agree with the celebration of Charlie Kirk's death, but I don't give a shit that he died. You know, I feel sorry for his family though, you know, but at the end of the day, man, bro, you're entitled to your beliefs as long as you don't use misuse misinformation to lie about people. But I hope y'all have a good breakfast, a good dinner, and good night, man. I love y'all, man. Peace.